Okay. So this recording I shall pass it on with your restricted.
Thank you, sir. We'll share our email IDs. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. So, welcome back. What is the difference between the chi carried in the yin meridians and the chi carried in the yang meridians? We should know. It's very important. The basic thing that we should know is that the chi in the yang meridians are yang in nature, and the chi in yin meridians are yin in nature. Is it clear? This is not very difficult. All of you should know. Now we should remember what are the characteristics of yang force. So let us try to list it so that we will try to understand what each meridian will go, because we are going to study yang meridians only, right? So let us list, and I want all of you to help me. What is it? What is the first thing? Movement. Right? Second, can you tell me?
Upwards, up.
Movement upwards you want to write? In fact, movement in any direction is possible. For example, the nature of the chi wind variety, it will move outward. Outward in any direction, not only up. In any direction it will go. So movement, we will qualify it if required. So second is
Separation.
Isn't it?
Yes.
What else? Movement, separation. Anything else?
Active.
This is not responsive force. This will initiate. Initiations. Am I right? Pushpa?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Pushpa is not there. So, Srilata, you tell me, initiations, is it all right?
Yes.
Because this is active force, it should initiate a process. It should initiate any chain or reactions, it should initiate. Right? Separation, initiation. What else?
Warming.
Huh?
Warming. Warm force.
Warming force. Yes, yes, you are right. Warming, correct. Very good, well said. Anything else? In fact, generation and initiation, they are more or less very similar. Initiation and generation, they are similar. Isn't it? What else it can do? Separations, what does it separate? Separation of what? Am I right? Initiation of what? Initiation and generation, they are same thing. Anything else you think? Can we list anything else? Movement, separation, initiation.
Non-substantial.
Yes. Non-substantial means that which is substantial, it will change into non-substantial. That it can do. It can make things lighter. It can consume yin. Isn't it? Anything else?
Which a function of what? Which function is this?
Yang.
Yang function. Oh, okay.
Can't you make
There is
up?
no title.
Let there be no title. We are directly talking.
Can it bring about a change, sir? To bring about change.
Change means movement only. Ne? Change and movement, they are synonymous.
Movement change.
You can write, if you want change, can we write variations?
So having longer wavelength.
Yes, longer wavelength is same thing. Movement.
Distribution.
Can we say functions? Can we say body
Distribution.
body functions?
Distribution.
Functions, yes, we can say. We can say functions. Functions means movement. Movement means functions, change, anything. Non-substantial.
Distribution, sir. Distribution.
What is that?
Distribution.
I can't make out what you're saying.
He's saying distribution, sir.
Okay, distribution. Distribution is again movement. Yes, true. Movement is distribution, conduction. Generation and distribution. Yes, you are right. So that is movement. Okay, if you want, you can write. No. Okay, let us write. Distribution. In fact, distribution of chi is done by yin also, because yin force also has some yang. The intensity of yin and intensity of yang, both are measured in terms of yang only. Anything else can we add? So shall we remember this?
So regulation.
Regulation? No, I don't think. Regulation means what? Control, discipline.
Control.
That is
Yeah.
function of yin, isn't it?
Yeah. That's right. Okay.
डिसिप्लिन करना किसी को, rather we can write disorders. Disorder means disorderly, not disorder, disorderly.
Disorder.
Disorderly. It will ruin the order. ruining the orderly. Right? This will sort of disturb. Meaning there was disturbance. Sudden. What we can say? This can be sudden thing. Sudden. Anything happening suddenly. Yang is required. So this is all chi in what? Chi in now remember, yang is warming, generation, consume, steam, etc. Someone said non-substantial. Who said it? Sagni said it.
Yeah, sir. I
Oh, let us write that. Yang is a non-substantial. We will enjoy today. I'm going to enjoy. Wonderful. This is a good list. Anything else? Subhash, can you think of anything else? Let us make an exhaustive list. Try to make as much as we know. We can, of course, add and subtract later also if some understanding comes. Then we can add. No. But these are things which are coming at first thought to our mind, to my mind, of course. And if you can think something more, let us add it. Ramana, can you add anything?
Raising, sir.
Raising. Yes, you can say raising. Yes.
First four.
What? Raising. Raising.
Then holding, sir. Holding.
Holding, I can say
That's
this.
a in function.
Holding will be
In function.
Holding can also be called yin, but holding against a force,
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
yin force. So we
Yes,
can
yes,
write,
yes.
we can write
Holding
against gravity. Yes, holding in fact it's not holding, it's a stretching. It is not
Stretching.
holding. It is kind of acting against the yin force, right? Holding against gravity, though I am writing it and I am specifying against gravity because gravity is yin. Gravity is what? Gravity is
Yin.
yin. Oh. So actually attraction,
Yin.
right? So disattraction, repulsion, right? We can write.
Sir, we can't see what's gone below. I can only see up to 13.
Is it offensive?
Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
It's offensive in nature.
Can you say offensive? Repulsive. You see, attraction and binding is yin.
Yeah.
So what we can say? Repulsive. Repulsive.
Repulsion. Okay.
Repulsive. Isn't it? Repulsive.
will be repulsive and dispersive.
Yes. You can say dispersive, you can say, yes.
Yeah.
Distribution
Yes.
we have written distribution. So we can say we can write what do you want to write?
Disperse.
Disbursement.
Yes, you can say. This is dispersive in nature. What else?
Sir, transportation, transformation.
Transformation is all that is change, movement.
No, we can put a slash and no, we can write there only, no? Movement, change, slash, transformation, transportation.
Okay, let us write.
Yes, transport.
Transformation. It's all same movement. This kind of movement only. The movement we have, these all repulsion, dispersion, transformation, transportation, these all movement in that. But we should know, yes, because attraction is also a kind of a movement. But that is not yang. So repulsion is very good. Dispersive and convergence. Convergence and divergence. We should write divergence instead of this. Right? We should be able to do that. Is it okay? Can you think of something more? So this is the nature. Huh? Yes? Yes? Yes?
Nothing, sir.
Okay. So this is the nature of chi flowing in yang meridians. Right? This is the nature of yang meridians. Now remember.
Sir,
Yes.
can you tell something about this consumes yin?
See,
Because
holding against gravity is what? Consuming yin, isn't it? See, even this divergence is also consuming yin. Nothing can be diverged. Nothing can go like this unless it pushes back the yin. The yin must be pushed back. Then only things can diverge.
When you are telling that when the yin is being pushed back by the yang, it means it is being consumed?
Yes.
Huh? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Yes.
Suppressed.
Yes.
Subjugated.
Yeah.
Subjugated. You can write subjugation. This is yang also subjugates.
Yeah.
You can write. Subjugation. Destruction. You can write destruction. If you all remember these 20 things, we will try to write. Can you write it somewhere on a piece of paper or your notebook so that whenever I ask you, you can tell me? Because I shall not be able to remember all this. You know that I am very poor in mugging up things. Huh? You can write it somewhere, I believe. So that ready reference, immediately you should be able to tell. Who will write? Sagari?
Yes, sir, I've already written.
Oh, that's good. Fantastic. Very good. Very good. So now let us go to the meridian and let us examine things. So now we will also with this. Let us also look at our body and mind. There are two things that makes a human being, and one is body, the other is mind. Body and mind. And of course, there is a spirit, soul also is there. But what we are generally concerned is body and mind. Right? Okay. Now, body falls in the domain of yin. Body and mind, between the two, body is yin, mind is yang. Body is yin, mind is yang. Right? So, mind has more yang. Therefore, the chi of yang meridians, we should know that mind cannot function. And even body cannot function. Cannot make any movement. But yes, mind will be more moving because it is already yang. Right? Okay, so now let us come to small intestine meridian. Okay. So I shall stop sharing this. I shall remove this. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Anything you want to add? Or you want to subtract?
This is
Avinash?
a protection.
Protection.
That's
Protection
a
is,
vital function.
see, protection is what? Let us examine it properly. What is protection? Protection is again what? Protection is yang or yin?
I think it's yin, sir.
Immunity is yin or yang?
Yin.
Yin. So protection is yin. Your yin should be strong so that you are protected. You see, all these things are coming because people are teaching in this way. Vichi. Vichi is yang and it is protecting you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That is why it is coming to your mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes.
What will protect you? The protection depends on what? On the yin force. Right? What attacks you is yang. What attacks you? The bacteria, the virus, the temperature, high temperature, low temperature, damp. That which attacks you. Now, if yin has to attack, it has to take help of yang. It has to take help of yang. Then only yin can attack. Therefore, cold cannot attack without wind. But heat can attack without wind also. Wind can attack because it is yang. Wind can attack. Hotness can attack on its own. But if cold has to attack, it must accompany wind.
Wait.
If humidity has to attack, it must come with heat. Right?
Yes, sir.
So these are very subtle things which we should know, which is not generally known to so many people. Are you understanding it?
Yes, Guruji.
See, lungs belongs to yin family. It produces yin chi. In that yin, again there are two portions. The little less yin that will be outside, and little more yin that will be inside the meridian. You followed my point? In yin only there are two portions. A little more yin is inside the meridians, a little less yin is outside the meridians. For example, Renmo is the guardian, is the boss Of what? What kind of chi? Yin chi. Which chi? That which is least yin. Out of yin also there are 4 categories. Least yin is the chi which is there in the rainbow. Avinash, these things we should not forget. These are basic things which we should
Yes, Guru.
discuss in our basics. We should know, or when we do meridianology, that time we should. Anyway, anytime you know it's good. Once you know it is good. Okay. So now we come to this treatment of small intestine diseases. This is exercise 7. Okay. So shall we remove now, or anything else? You have any? It's a beautiful thing that you raised. The question, Avinash, that you raised is something which should have been raised. Should be raised. These questions must be clarified. What protects us? The yang chi protects us, or the yin chi protects us? That which is neither very yin nor very yang, but it is yin that will protect us. Right? Why? Because attacking substance is yang. Okay, it's quite difficult. I understand it's very difficult. Shall we close it? Okay. Now let us go to this. Now this says a beautiful thing is there. There are, see, small intestine is partner of heart, and it carries the chi generated by heart. Heart belongs to yin family. It generates most of the yin chi. Whatever yang is generated in yin, what do you mean by yang? We mean lesser yin, less yin. Because heart as it is belongs to yin family. And what I've said, that the generation of this chi is the responsibility of no voice. Why? Voice is not coming, Subhash?
नो सर हमारे लिए तो ठीक है सर.
नहीं, ठीक है, आ रहा है सर.
Jagdishwari is not receiving my voice.
I think she has problem with her phone or her computer, sir.
Acha. Jagdishwari, can you listen to me now? Hello, Jagdishwari. Reconnect. You disconnect and then reconnect.
No, we have to put a message to her, sir.
Reconnect. I have put it.
Sir.
So reconnect. How she can reconnect? First, she has to disconnect.
Young.
Yeah.
Then yin.
Yeah.
Then yin.
Then yin. Because without disconnecting, she cannot reconnect. So give her a breather. I shall have some water so that she gets time to reconnect. Now let us examine. First thing that we will note, that the chi carried in a small intestine meridian is the chi generated by heart. Probably her internet is not very good. She's taking a lot of time to join also. What's wrong with her? Okay, she has joined. But now can you hear Jagdishwari?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So what I was telling you is that small intestine meridian is carrying what kind of chi? The chi which has been generated by heart. Heart is generating what kind of chi? The chi for the second
Yin
phase
chi.
of the process, fire. Right? What is fire? That which reaches us to the target. Fire is that kind of chi which will help us to reach our target. How can we reach our target? We can reach our target, let us list it. If you have to reach your target, what you will have to do?
You should have direction.
Ah, very good, Subhash. You are thinking like me. I'm very pleased, Subhash. So you have learned to think like me. Not only direction, you should have more things. Okay. So fire. Let us first examine fire. Fire means what? Number one. Continuity. Right? Continuous. Number two. What? It should
Direction.
it should reach you.
Specific target.
Or achieve. We should say what we should achieve. Shall we say achieve? That is better.
Sure.
Is this better?
Yes.
We are also trying to learn many things. Achieve the target. The hata de. Target. There can be targets, short-term target, long-term target, this target, that target, temperature target, pressure target. So many things are there, isn't it? So in order to reach target, what do you require? You require direction, correct direction. So in order to reach target, you should have right direction. In order for reaching target or achieving target, not target. So target means what? Target means if you have to understand TCM, if you want to understand acupuncture, so what is your target? To understand acupuncture. What is acupuncture? How to treat? All this is your target. So what will you do? Right? You are not able to understand the pattern and TCM. The first day I told you that this is jungle for me. This is jungle for me. Very different. So how to negotiate? How to go through this jungle so that we really understand the things? Number one, we must be able to what? Discard these attractions. Am I right? These attractions are lost. What are these attractions? Not useful. Not useful for achieving correct me if I am not on tracks. Right? And then what? Then what? Move in the right direction. Discard distractions or wastes. We can say even waste, we can say. We can discard distractions. Distractions are wastes. And we should continue the movement the right direction to achieve target.
Sir, can we add to this discard distractions, obstacles,
Overcome.
overcome obstacles?
That is consumption of resistance.
Ah.
Overcome resistance. Yes, you're right. Very good. Well said. What else? So fire is that which will continuously move and which will reach things to its target. Whatever is there, they should reach to their targets. Whatever is there. Whatever material is there, that should reach the target. It should achieve the target. It should go to the goal. Achieve target means whatever material that should be continuously carried in the right direction, overcome resistance, etc. So I think this is enough. Is enough? Okay. So let us again examine now. Examine it. Small intestine.
Sir, in
Yes.
this, does speed matter?
No, fire.
Continuous-
Fire means continuous movement. That's true.
Continuous.
Movement, but it is not talking of more fire means will be more kind of thirst. Yes, can be speed. Speed depends on what? It depends on gradient,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You understand what is gradient?
Yes, sir.
Speed. Speed is what? Depends on gradient. Gradient means what? Difference in the level of concentration. Gradient means difference. What all can create gradients in? Number one,
Temperature, pressure,
temperature. Number two, pressure. Number three, concentration. Anything else? Altitude. Can we write this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have taken the inside. Now let us go to see the intestine, the small intestine organ. Physiologically, this is part of digestive tract, alimentary canal, right? So in order for achieving what is there which should achieve the target? Now in the whole of the digestive tract, in the whole of the digestive tract, what are the parts? Let us see. Digestive tract, we have oral cavity. Oral cavity, what is the, we can say, what is this?
Mouth,
Pardon?
sir?
Mouth. Mouth. Then comes oral cavity, and simultaneously we can say stomach. That is another part. And after stomach comes small intestine. Right? And then after small intestine comes large intestine. Then anus. Okay. Now here what we see is that this all can be seen to form a system, or they can be seen as individual parts. Both, there are two methods to looking at that. What is it that small intestine is concerned with? Small intestine is partner of heart, as I told you, and heart has a function to distribute blood to whole of the body. In order for this distribution, it needs the yang qi. Whatever yang qi it has generated is with what? With the small intestine. So it will need the yang from the small intestine meridian. So a small intestine must be connected to whom? Who will tell me? The blood. See, heart has to isn't it? This. So yang is required. Where is yang?
Small intestine.
What does it mean? Let me please try to understand. This is what we are here to understand. Otherwise, all the other things are there in the book. Ye kya karta hai, what this point does, what that point does. Also on the net you will get. This you will not find. What we want to understand. The blood is made to move. Which force is required to make the blood move?
Yang force.
Yang force. Now that yang force is provided by small intestine. What is that yang force in terms of physiology? The innervation to the arteries.
Sir, can you repeat?
I shall write it for you. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Because without innervation, the arteries also can't make movement so that the blood should flow. So if you do not have sufficient force that the blood should move, you should not forget what? Small intestine.
Small intestine.
And remember, if the blood is what? Blood is having two portions, solids and liquids. If the liquid becomes sluggish, phlegm will be formed. And if phlegm is formed, then what we say? We call spleen as a faulty phlegm. Why? Because transformation is required from visible to invisible. That is earth element. That is spleen. Sluggishness comes why? Because the yang which is there in the small intestine has not been made available properly. So the innervation to the arteries and veins is not strong enough. The impulses are not strong enough. So gallbladder is responsible for the generation of impulse, liver gallbladder. Right? And conduction of impulse is the responsibility of heart and small intestine. In that also, the nerves which will conduct the impulse to the arteries and veins is the responsibility of small intestine. Because why? Small intestine is a head meridian. All of you have done cold patterns with me. So you know what is head meridian and what is body meridians. Head meridians are 6. Which ones? Small intestine, triple warmer,
LI.
and large intestine, one side. On the other side is stomach,
Stomach. GB.
gallbladder,
And UB.
urine. Right? So treating small intestine should also give strength to the flow of liquid, the solids and the fluid. There are two portions, the solids and liquids in the blood. So which will move more? Which will carry the solids? The liquids. Isn't it? So movement of this liquid portion If this becomes sluggish, there is an extra tax on the spleen. Right? So if there is any node somewhere formed, it is not only the spleen which you should try to treat, it is also required that you should treat small intestine. Will you remember? Vijay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
what will you do to small intestine? You will tonify the yang.
Yang. Along with spleen yang.
Right. Spleen that is local you are trying to do. But that will not give you the long-term result.
Yes.
Long-term result is that heart is probably generating less yang, small intestine is getting less yang. If small intestine has enough yang, then this would not have happened.
Yeah.
The formation of nodes would not have happened. So in order to give permanent result, what should you do? You must not forget it. You see, tie-in of hand, tie-yang of hand is a side, and tie-in of leg is a small, is a spleen. Tie-in, tie-yang. Can you see that? Can you see this relationship?
Yes, sir.
So tie-in of hand will treat the tie-in of hand will treat the tie-yang of leg, and tie-yang of hand will treat the tie-in of leg. That is what we learned in time balancing. If you remember.
Yes, sir. And it gives good results.
And it gives good results. So small intestine should not be formed at once. Innervation to the arteries. Innervation to the arteries. Now this blood, which has two portions, solids and liquids. This, what happens when you eat something and when the digestion is going on and the digestion takes place, then it is reabsorbed. You see, whatever final absorbable molecules are made out of whatever you have eaten. So enzymes are released. Some enzymes are also released in the small intestine. Some are coming, and most of it is coming from pancreas, of course. So what will it do? It will complete the incomplete digestion, so that larger thick particles, unwanted particles, does not go with the blood, which will be difficult to flow and absorption will be difficult. So small intestine will see to it that that portion which the incomplete digestion in the duodenum is also, say, you see, small intestine has three portions: the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. And the small intestine is the longest out of the three. And it has two kinds of movement. One movement is called segmental movement. The other is called what do you call it? Peristaltic movement.
Peristaltic.
Yes, very good. Thank you, sir. So segmental movement is the responsibility of small intestine. What it will do, segmental movement? Anything that comes from stomach must be further cut into small pieces, must be further churned and mixed. So that segmental movement will do that. And then it will not allow the absorption of the larger particles, the unwanted material which is coming through food, to get into the bloodstream. It will, so what it will do, in order for the correct thing to reach to the correct place, target reaching, who will provide this energy? Small intestine will provide this energy. So it will separate the undesirable product from the desirable products which should go to the bloodstream. Are you getting how that will be done? How that will be achieved in the eyes of modern science? By correct absorption, correct filtration. Absorption means absorb only that which you want. How will you absorb? If only very subtle things have to be absorbed, then what is the best method? The best method is that the absorption should be done from the minutest holes, minutest pores. Smallest pores. So you remember, the structure of a small intestine is such that there are villus finger type thing, and on that finger type also there are villis which are moving like this, where lacteals are there. Lacteals means lymph. What is there? Lymphatic network and the blood circulation vessels, blood vessels and the lymphatic vessels. What is the difference? The lymphatic vessel will allow even the waste, even the larger particles through its wall, but the blood vessels will not. Blood vessels are given innervation because of the chi of small intestine. And lacteals are there which will collect the extra particles, those particles which should not go to the blood. That is a cleaning process. But this, what it will do? It will leave behind all the larger particles. It will leave behind the toxic materials, and it will take that which will contribute to the formation of what? The plasma and the blood as a whole. Goody goodies. So this has the capacity to recognize, like the blood, the white blood cells have memory cells and killer cells. This also has some kind of memory cells, which is not there in the books. This I am telling you from my side, because unless it remembers what you eat, and out of that what has been generated, processed, and the final product has come, only that final product must be given to the bloodstream, which is useful. So for that it should have memory or not. Therefore, when you go to some new place and you start consuming some new kind of food, you will give trouble to small intestine, because small intestine is not conditioned to separate good things from that. So in order to maintain your good health, you should not give surprises to small intestine. You should eat that for which the small intestine is conditioned, meaning thereby the small intestine recognizes that whether this is good or not. If you continue to take same thing which is not good for your health, small intestine will understand, okay, this should be probably taken to this path. It can make mistake. Or if it is overburdened, then also it can make mistake. What it does is, it separates. Separation is again yang. Separation is again. How will it separate? Depending on that those memory cells. Right? So that which is right kind of food which you have been eating every day, for which the small intestine is conditioned, will accept that. And that which is not, it will not allow it to cross its walls and go to the blood side. One side is blood and one side is the food that you have taken and which has been processed through enzymes, by enzymes. So it will separate. The good means that which will lead us to the right place, to the right target, which is useful for achieving the target, right? Which is useful for formation of ATP, which is good for formation of blood, that it will take. And that which is not good, it will not allow. So it will separate them. There is something called, similarly in our life, there is something called Vivek. What is the English word for Vivek? Vivek means
Discrimination, sir.
correct, discrimination. Discrimination, yes. Discriminates, of course.
Wisdom, sir.
Wise discrimination, we can say. Wisely discriminate. But some people are unable to wisely discriminate. Right? दारू पीना अच्छी बात है. People will tell you. Is that a good discrimination? No. So the power. So whether it is physical, which I am telling you in the digestive system, or it is metaphysical. Why metaphysical? Because mind resides in heart. So Vivek, which must analyze what I should do so that I shall really understand acupuncture. Go to Mishra sir's class. Who has told you this, Subhas? Your small intestine has told you this. Subhas, are you listening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So your small intestine is good. All those who are in this class, they have a good small intestine. Right? It is the small intestine. So on the physical level as well as on the metaphysical level. That which will lead you, that which will make you achieve your target, who will provide you that energy, that necessary power, that force, that energy will come from small intestine. Unless you are able to really discriminate very wisely, your direction will not be fixed. You will not reach the target. You must know this is truth, this is untruth, true and false. You should be able to discriminate between good and bad, useful and non-useful. This power, whether physical or metaphysical, is provided by the small intestine. So your decisions will be correct, your analysis will be correct if and only if your small intestine is strong. Right? Srilata, are you satisfied with my analysis? You want to ask something? Hello, can you listen? What happened? Nobody can listen?
Yes, sir, we can
No,
listen.
sir, we can listen
sir.
you, sir.
So here this book says, heart houses the mind. Heart houses the mind. Sound mind helps in taking sound decisions. Unsound mind does not help in taking sound decisions. Pericardium provides the needed maturity to take matured decisions. Liver gives the power of resolution needed to implement the decision. Now let me tell you something apart from this. The small intestine gives us the power to decide what is useful for us to achieve something, to achieve some target, and what is not useful for us to achieve target. Whether Maharashtra Council of Agriculture is providing license, if you want to achieve this license, then what should you do? Where should you go? There are so many things, so many classes running. Which class you should do and which class you should not do? This power will be provided by small. But if that is not your target, if your target is, I don't care about this license, I shall get it or not get it, we'll see it later. We must understand what is acupuncture and how it works, what is chi. If that is your target, that also will be provided by small intestine, which path to do, which class to go and attend. So it will tell you useful things for achieving from non-useful things. So analysis part. Gallbladder gives you the courage to take the decision. Right? Courage. And to implement. Implementation is yin. That will be provided by liver. The firmness. Courage, the mental courage, will come from gallbladder to take the decision. You will like those things. You will like those things which will lead you in the right direction, provided you have a strong small intestine. So from here, the two kinds of liquids, they start getting separated. The pure fluids and the impure fluids. The pure fluids are taken aside, put in the bloodstream, and the impure fluids are thrown out, are separated, are passed on to large intestine. So this is the function of small intestine.
So this is like discrimination between good and bad,
Yes.
useful and not
Not
useful.
like, yes, it is small intestine only.
It is, yes.
What is good and what is bad, it is told by your small intestines. What is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
So now you have understood even the function of heart. What is the function of heart? Throwing the blood out, but that blood keeps flowing continuously. For that you require innervation, and that innervation is given by small intestine. So you know, now you have got two things. First thing is flow of blood and fluid, which is flowing inside the blood vessels. Whose responsibility? Whom will you treat? Small intestine. And if you are not able to discriminate good from bad and bad from good, if there is some kind of toxins are there in the blood, right, then also you should see that your small intestine is right. Your diet you should correct. Don't give the surprise. Sir, giving surprises, you will disable, you will weaken your small intestine. Are you understanding when I'm saying giving surprises to your digestive system?
Yes, sir.
So don't give surprises. Surprises not in terms of time, but in terms of the type of varieties of food. If you are used to having sambaram every day, don't go for North Indian dal suddenly. Don't change. Don't make drastic changes. You can make small changes, slowly, gradually. Right?
There are some things are there which we eat, fortnightly or once in a month.
Oh, so if that is not very drastically different, will be safe, because there is a range of small intestine. Every 15 days you are taking, so maybe small intestine knows it. I can't tell you, but it may not know also. Now we will go to what is the effect. So for analysis, this is what is this discrimination. Why is discrimination means analysis. So this is the function of. So this will analyze all the fluids, and it will analyze what has come as a result of digestion of whatever you have eaten, and whatever thoughts come to you, whatever design and planning which you are doing. That planning will be led in the right direction so that you achieve your target. All this will be done by small intestine. If your child is unable to take some good decision, the first thing is that you should give what? Small intestine tonification. Mother point of small intestine. What is it? SI3. Mother point of small intestine. कौन है? Which point is mother point of small intestine? The clarity of mind. If the clarity of mind is not there, the disease will not come. For clarity means analysis of situation, analysis of circumstances, analysis of your thoughts, analysis of suggestions, analysis of information. All this is due to the chi available in small intestine. Sometimes you know that this is the correct thing that we should decide, but you don't have the courage to take that decision.
Then it's gallbladder.
Then it's gone.
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
Sometimes you know what is right, but even knowing that this is right, you are unable to take decision and you are unable to implement. If that is so, then treat liver gallbladder. Well, small intestine will only lead you to know what is right, what is wrong. The small intestine will only try to discriminate, filter.
So here we have to tone GB Yang.
Oh, yes. G with
So
G
it is
actually.
G.
Oh. And that comes from liver. So if the liver is weak, gallbladder will be weak. So if you want to really, if you are unable to know what is right, what is wrong, what will you do? Tonify the yang of which meridian?
Small
This side.
intestine.
Yes. What is the yang point? The heat point.
Humidity, no, sir.
You can use humidity and heat and humidity, because humidity with heat is very yang. On yang side, humidity is very yang. True, you are right. So you can take SI8, you can take SI5. Okay. At times, you may feel the heart belongs to yin family, but at times, instead of generating yin, a little more yang is generated. That gives problem. Such problems, when it comes, we say that heat has increased in heart. So what you should do? Just safely transfer that heat to small intestine, because heat cannot be too much in heart. The heart belongs to yin family. This does not produce so too much of yang. Yang, which is necessary for analysis, that is produced, and if it is not transferred properly to small intestine, then this problem comes. So you can transfer. When you say that heat has increased, for example, ulcers in the heart area, in the tongue, transfer the G from heart to small intestine. What will you do?
H5 sedation.
Sedation. Okay, and small intestine will require it. It will also help whenever required to heart. The ulcers in the heart area will come when you are not able to take decisions. You are not able to decide what to do and what not to do. Such situations will also give you ulcers for long durations. Now let us come to symptoms of disorders of small intestine meridian. Okay. So stiff neck and torticollis, acute lumbar strain, colic, constipation, headache, wrist, arm and shoulder problems. Wrist, arm and shoulder problems. These are the kinds of disorders of the small intestine. There can be two, hypoactive and hyperactive. There can be hyperactive small intestine, there can be hypoactive in small intestine. Now, the major problem is small intestine is carrying yang qi, and because of yang only, it is able to separate, discriminate. It is able to make the blood flow in the arteries. It is able to make the whatever material has come to it to throw it in the large intestine. But if cold sets in, if extra cold, suppose you take a lot of ice or a lot of fridge material or cold things, if you take, that can become a problem. So there can be two things. Either heart is not generating sufficient yang and is not transferring to small intestine, so small intestine is falling short of qi. If the small intestine is falling short of qi, then also you will have problem. Or this can happen if extra cold has come in.
Sir, how to distinguish between extra cold and lack of heat energy?
We will see. We will see.
Right, sir.
And there can be excess factors also. Excess means a lot of yang has come. See, cold comes in, what will happen? Yang will go down. And qi goes down, that is also deficiency, both of them. And excess means lot of yang comes in, means lot of heat is generated in the small intestine. Or maybe the qi gets stagnated in the small intestine. Then also what will happen? There will be an excess. Stagnation means it will create excess. Qi must keep on flowing. If it stagnates, there will be excess. It is the small intestine which will have problems because of some worms. बच्चों में हो जाता है, बड़ों में भी हो जाता है, right? So that will create a problem. It will not be able to separate. So it has to separate. If there is enough of yang in it, there is excess of yang, this problem can come. Because attack of any outer infection is what? Heat. Infection means bacteria, whatever, worms. Now that is excess of heat. So we have understood that what all can happen, and the meridians where it is going through shoulder, through hand, it is going in the neck, it is going. So those problems, meridian related problems can come, and also these kinds of problems. So we will see the excess type and the deficiency type. Shall we see it tomorrow?
Yes.
Let us do it tomorrow. We will do it tomorrow. Okay?